Arkansas, the natural state. Nestled right in the river valley is the town of Russellville. Although many jokingly refer to it as Russ Vegas, this small town has a culture that feels just as big. Russellville is defined by a number of distinct features, including the historic train depot located downtown, the beautiful Lake Dardanelle State Park, Nuclear One, otherwise known as Cloudmaker, and Arkansas Tech University, home of the Wonder Boys. But travel into town and find some of its best features: the food. Russellville has countless places to eat if you're traveling through, including staples such as McDonald's, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and many, many more. But if you want the true culinary experience of Russellville, you'll want to stop at one of the many local restaurants where the owners make their food by hand and take pride in their work. Our journey starts right across the street from Arkansas Tech. A well-known name for not only locals but people across the nation is Feltner's Whataburger. Not affiliated with the chain of the same marker, this joint specializes in the good old-fashioned hamburger.
What we have going here is a family restaurant that has been owned and operated in the family since 1967 of November.
They had an idea that they wanted to sell hamburgers. They wanted it to be a family environment. They wanted to sell good products, pretty reasonably priced, and they've been going strong ever since.
One of the stories that they tell about Mr. Bob Feltner is that when he purchased this land, when he had the idea to put in the Feltner's Whataburger, that he sat down here with the lawn chair and actually counted the cars that went by to see if this would be a good location.
There's days that we sell 500 or 600 hamburgers, and there's days that we sell over 1,000. So we're really churning them out as fast as we can. We
sell a lot of chicken for people that don't want a burger. We have like strips, popcorn chicken. We have you can choose from a fried, grilled, or spicy chicken sandwich.
It's a Russellville tradition. It's been around for years. People know about it all over the country. We've had people come in from as far away as like Russia and Australia. We had some guys come in one day that they were businessmen and they had heard some stuff when they got in town about the best hamburger in town, so they come in and tried it, and they was very well pleased.
Rhonda, Jacob, and the crew are more than just your typical workers.
It's more like a family. I mean, you like have what we call the Whatta family, so that's what Miss Ellis, the owner, calls us, the Whatta family a lot of times. So, and you do have to, since we have to work in sync and we work so closely together, you almost have to do function like a family.
And we fight like a family does. But at the end of the day, we all look to each other for help and for support. And in those stressful environments, when it's challenging, that family bond kind of brings us closer together. And you really have to learn to rely on that.
It can be a little bit stressful at times, so I have a lot riding on me. I'm responsible for almost everything down here, so such as I do a lot of the ordering. I'm in charge of the schedule, time clock. I take care of part of the money, part of the time, so pretty busy.
Really the most challenging part is keeping your head in stressful environments, because it does. When we have our orders are placed on a paper sack, and it's cooperation between all the people that work here, and if that chain is ever broken, the whole system just collapses around you.
But don't confuse this restaurant with the Texas fast food chain.
The difference between us is, of course, we're family owned and operated, and we go by the title Feltner's, and then we spell ours WHATT-burger, so we have 2 T's instead of 1. We're not affiliated with the chain in any way.
We try to get the orders out as quickly as we can, but we don't ever claim to be fast food. We're more of a dining experience where you come in and it's an environment that you want to sit down and eat, and you want to sit down and have an experience. And that's what we choose to do. We choose to make it a dining experience rather than just churning out burgers as fast as we can. Because we care about quality. We care about each burger is special.
Even the customers think so.
It's more fresh, more friendly, a better atmosphere. It's not just a drive-thru, grab and go.
Now, I've lived here off and on since 1993, and it's really the first time I've been in here, and I've heard so much about it. It's very good.
It's amazing food, and it's very fast, very good.
I've really enjoyed it, and I will be back, and I know they give you a lot of food. way more than I could eat. It's worth the money.
Not very often do people get to go to a job, especially this early in life, where they really like it and really love what they do. And that's what I mean, I love it. And that's just one thing that really keeps me going here is I love coming in every day. It's not one of those things, oh, I have to go to work. I really get to go to work every day. We're really just, it's just a family environment. If people come in, we know their first and last names. We see them just about every day. It's just one big, tight, interwoven community of people that come in and really make it a success.
Moving on down Arkansas Avenue, you'll find the City Mall. The mall hosts several small shops, including nothing fancy. Taking up one of the corners, you can find Miss Tin Win.
I always want to cook, and so people always tell me I need to have a restaurant. So here I bought this place, 1997. It's almost 17 years. I serve a little bit Vietnamese food and a little bit American food. I want to do it like that so I can, people, if they like Vietnamese food, I can have it, or they like American food, I can have both. So, and a little bit children food. And so the whole family can share the food, but they don't have to say, I don't want this, I don't want that. You know?
In a town where new franchises are being added constantly, how does Miss Wynn manage to keep Nothing Fancy going? Knowing what her customers want.
I don't have to worry too much what's going on out there, because it's important, your customer, I have customer continue to come back. Then sometimes the new restaurant open, they want to try, but they always come back because it's important thing. You have to get to know your customer, and your customer, you take good care of your customer, that make your customer come back. I love my customer. I've been here a long time, so it better be, right? Yes.
And to keep our customers happy, Miss Wynn stays busy.
You have to be at work. Occasionally you want to take off, but you still have to be here for your customer. My hours 10:30 to 7 o'clock.
Every day?
Every day but Saturday. Saturday till 3 o'clock. Yeah. Because I have to close to make egg roll. And we have to make, every 3 weeks we have to make about 3,000 egg roll. We take a vacation one time a year. Maybe I take Saturday off, but maybe one time every 2 or 3 months, but not every Saturday. Because I'm here early in the morning until we close time. Because you have to make sure your customer take good care of it, because it's your business. You pay the bill.
Miss Tin, she's like the best boss ever. She's real easygoing, laid back, not real demanding, and if she needs something done, she will tell you. She's very verbal, and she's like, yeah, really nice lady. I usually help in the kitchen on Mondays, helping cook while Lee does prep work, and then after lunch, the Miss Tin and Lee usually cook, and I help with the takeout orders and delivering food.
I have a lot of customers. Yeah, how much? Yeah, it's all table full most of the time. Lunchtime, everyone are full. Yeah, and a lot of to go. Customer, they eat here sometime every day, and sometimes 2 or 3 times a week, and most of it almost every day.
And what do the customers think?
Everything's so commercialized anymore. I mean, you know, you've got your big restaurant chains coming in, and you don't see a whole lot of just hometown type places, and we love it here.
I've known her forever. I like their hamburgers, and they've got good customer service.
They have good food. The staff is really nice. They're just a good group of girls here.
Customers need to come to Nothing Fancy because I prepare everything my own. I buy the good product for my customer, and I take good care of my customer. So that's why I hope they continue to come back.
Moving closer to downtown, you'll find our next stop. Right on the corner of West B Street in Denver, it's Opal May's Cafe and Catering. But who is Opal May?
We had a party at one of my brother's house, and everybody said, well, you open a restaurant, what name can you come up with? And I said, I want like a home-style name, and then somebody said, well, name it after Mom. So that's how it happened. been here 5 years. It's a family-style restaurant. I do other food on request for catering, but here in the restaurant, it's just basic Southern-style food. That's what I grew up with. It's simple, you know, just basic food. My sister does some of the desserts, and the bakery does the rest. But other than that, I do all the cooking for majority of it. They might come in and they'll help me with the veggies. But I always taste everything before it goes out, and I'll use my recipes. I season it myself. It's pretty much just all in my head. I mean, it's just, I know basically what I like. And, you know, the chicken and dumplings are made from scratch. You know, we make those every week fresh. Chicken and rice casserole, the dressing, you know. And it's just very basic food that, you know, you grew up with. Catering is just, it varies with, I do a very basic, you know, catering, you know, a couple entrees, you know, 3 sides, salad, bread, dessert, and it can be full service or drop off. They can pick it up. I mean, it just varies. And then I do the high-end catering, you know, like the charity ball. I've done those for the last 3 years. And I do hors d'oeuvres and just variety stuff. I mean, you can pick just one item I can bring to you, or I can do a full service, set the tables up. So it just varies with what the customer wants. It ranges, you know, I had one day for the small one today was 18. The largest one was 16 today. And the most I've done in one day is 650. So, and that was like 4 different parties throughout the whole day.
Opal Maze serves a number of local favorites.
Southwest casserole on Fridays, meatloaf on Thursdays, but mainly chicken and dumplings. And we get a lot of veggies. We have 12 veggies on our buffet, and they really like that. When people come in and they say, this is like grandmother's or my mom's cooking, like that. That's one really helps. Most of my clientele is older, so it reminds me of their other younger days. Dealing with the day-to-day operations of, I mean, it just, something pops up all the time that you think you got under control, and you know something always comes up that just you never think about. But and it just trying to figure out when you're going to be busy or not. One day you're real busy, next day you're slow, and it's not a consistent pattern either. You know, every Wednesday's not busy, every Thursday's not busy. It just varies with the time. It does. I mean, it's hard to figure that out. That's one of the biggest problems I have.
But the customers don't seem to mind.
Opal Maze is so good. It's got the good down-home environment, plus they got the nice buffet. You can order off the menu if you like. They got all the vegetables you could ever want, plus it's all you can eat if you really need that good take a nap afterwards meal. This is kind of like Thanksgiving dinner. So much to pick from, so every plate you make is different. You know, if you're in the mood for down-home cooking, this is the place to go.
If they want good country food and variety, you know, you get a choice of 4 to 5 entrees every day, 12 or more veggies, assorted desserts for a very reasonable price.
Hungry yet? Our next stop is conveniently right next door. Welcome to one of the newest additions to downtown Russellville, Fat Daddys BBQ.
It's a wonderful experience we've got going on downtown Russellville. Fat Daddys downtown has been open for business since about November the 4th of 2013. It all goes back to Gordon Sharon, the owner of Fat Daddys BBQ and Frank Griffin Oil Company. He's always, for many years, has always wanted to do something downtown to bring the public back to the downtown area. We have such a wonderful setting in Russellville. We have such a great opportunity down here. So I came on with Fat Daddys in July of 2012 out at the store in London, and brought in my 30 years of experience in the restaurant business. So at the time it was 28 years of experience in the restaurant business. I graduated from Arkansas Tech in 1991 with a hotel restaurant management degree, and I'm a Russellville High School alumni. So it was exciting for me to come back to the area and enhance the downtown area and go along with Gordon's vision about blues and barbecue and just a wonderful, wonderful restaurant. We brought our barbecue from, gosh, I guess about 7 years ago. We opened up the Fat Daddys out in London, and what we did is bring Fat Daddys barbecue downtown along with some Friday specials, the ribeye steak, the filet mignon, the smoked salmon, fried coconut shrimp, things like that to kind of spruce up the barbecue menu a little bit.
One of the most popular additions to the menu? Steak.
Something we're known for here at Fat Daddy's. It's a nice charred filet or ribeye, charred on the outside and rare in the middle. Sometimes people call it a black and blue, but we're gonna call it a Pittsburgh steak on the menu. This is choice filet mignon right now that we're getting. We're gonna heavily season it with our steak seasoning. It's our special recipe with our rib rub. Right over here and put it on that skillet and see it pop a little bit. Beautiful 5-ounce filet. I don't want to keep your hands away from it because it will. We want it to char, so we want it to get as hot as possible. So we're going to set this beautiful filet on this plate. There's so much flavor in that charred seasoning on the outside, and then you still get the tenderness of that filet and the choice cut of beef that it is.
Crowds from all around have come to visit the new location.
The River Valley has really taken to us and accepted us, and we appreciate them and the customers that come in from everywhere. They drive from Clarksville and Dover and Hector and Atkins and Pottsville and gosh, you name it, Dardanelle and all around. So it's really been a wonderful kind of melting pot of River Valley people along with the dignitaries in downtown. You'll see the mayor and the fire chief and everybody else eat downtown. We're bringing close to 3,000 people a week to downtown Russellville through our doors. We'd love to see another 3 or 4 or 5 or 6,000 people coming to downtown to be able to hang out. You know, it'll just enhance the downtown lifestyle or life. You know, we've got crossings over there. We've got Fat Daddy's now. We've got Italian Gardens. Places are going to stay open later. They're going to be able to sell longer. There's going to be people walking around, milling around. So yes, we're excited. We hope someone takes another chance, because you do. In this day and age, the restaurant business is very tough, but someone has to take a chance, and Gordon wanted to, and I think he's taken a great, and everybody's excited about his chance, and we're excited about what we have to offer to the community in the downtown. So hopefully somebody else will take a chance and come down here with us.
What does everyone else think of Fat Daddy's?
It's wonderful. The people here, the customers, the co-workers, it's like family. Everybody here gets along good, and so I mean, I wouldn't change anything so far.
I got to help out the kitchen managers, make sure that they've got everything under control, make sure that if they've missed anything, there's somebody there to come back and make sure that it gets done. There is a big part of experimenting back there, which it took a while to get to that stage. We wanted to make sure that we could get a consistency in our food before we started messing with anything and trying to make it better. We wanted to get what we had already perfected before we could start playing around with it.
Home. It's just real pleasant to be here, especially during the evening time when the lights are dim. You know, you gotta even just everybody's talking and having a good time. You don't ever hardly see anybody who's upset about anything, and if they are, we make sure it's corrected right then and there.
It's just the food. I mean, it speaks for itself. Anything that you have here is going to be made to the excellent quality. It's going to be some of the best stuff you can get in this town, especially for the price.
Why not come to Fat Daddy's? Because it's very convenient and the atmosphere is great. We own the Funky Junkie downtown. We obviously came here for lunch today, and it was the meatloaf special. Eric, the manager, said you need to try it. It's delicious. We come here at night. It's a great place to come. The barbecue's great, and all of our friends come here too.
We were really, really hungry, and we were just driving around, and we were trying to decide on what we wanted to eat. And at first we're like, well, let's do Wendy's, and then, you know, not Wendy's. It's a nice day. Let's actually sit down and have a meal. I said, well, let's go to Fat Daddy's. And she goes, I've never been there. And I said, it's good and it's cheap. We need to go.
Well, I've heard a lot of good things about it from her. She's been here several times, and she said it's really good. And I've heard from other people that it's good. So we decided to come here for lunch today.
Lots of hometown people that come here, and you meet a lot of friends.
The food is excellent. The service is excellent. If you haven't been here, you definitely need to come.
Please come in for the atmosphere, the food, your friends. It's just not a place to come and eat anymore. It's a place to gather. It's a place to be seen. It's a place that downtown Russellville needs, wants, is contributing to all the wonderful factors. When you walk through the door, you don't even feel like you're in Russellville anymore. You feel like you can just kind of take a deep breath and relax. And so we want the customers to be able to come in and have fun, not just for the food, but for everything else that goes along with putting a great restaurant together. We hope this is not a short-lived. We've been here since November. People have taken to us. they keep coming back. They keep applauding us and working, asking us to work harder and be part of downtown for many, many years. So I don't think we're going anywhere.
Right across the train tracks from Fat Daddy's is our last stop, the cake place. Because what's a food documentary without dessert? Located on the corner of Parkway and El Paso is a place that will satisfy any sweet tooth.
I'm the owner of the cake place. I'm 25 years old. I'm born and raised in Russellville, so Russellville native, and I just love being a part of the town. We opened back in June of 2011, and we took over a bakery that had been here before us, that had been here for about 5 years or so. I've just always loved baking, honestly. It's just what I've always had a passion for, I guess. I went to tech for quite a few semesters and just never found anything that I loved. And when I got a part-time job at Patty Cakes, I just worked my way up from just a part-time baker all the way up to her head wedding cake decorator, and I just fell in love with the business. And she kind of taught me everything that I knew. And when she decided to sell, she offered it to me. We offer different gourmet cupcakes every day. We do about 10 flavors a day, and we switch them out daily. We do cookies, we do brownies, cheesecakes, pies. Of course, we do specialty cakes, we do custom cakes and wedding cakes as well. Dessert bars, I mean, anything you can think of, basically, we can do. We're always willing to do special orders for things. A lot of my stuff is family recipes. I grew up in the kitchen. I grew up, from just a wee little one, as you would say. I was helping my grandma roll out cookies and do all that in the kitchen and help my mom, and they both really taught me a lot. And so a lot of it comes from that and just comes from the heart and loving it. A lot of it, though, I'm constantly researching things online, looking at Pinterest, of course, reading different cookbooks. I always go to the cookbook section in bookstores and flip through it and just kind of seeing what else is out there. Mainly for cupcakes, so I really love taking desserts and transforming them into cupcake form. Different candy bars, like we have a Snickers bar and an Almond Joy cupcake. We have a tiramisu and sopapilla cupcakes and things like that. Our most popular flavors, we actually have them every day. It's our wedding cake, our Death by Chocolate, and Red Velvet. Those are three that, we sell out of almost every day. The wedding cake is definitely our most popular one. Out of those, it's a white almond cake and has raspberry filling in the middle and just buttercream frosting. So we make everything here from scratch, even our fillings and our frostings, everything. We never buy pre-made or anything. We don't buy cakes frozen. We make everything fresh here in the bakery. We try to do many events in the community, I guess. We are doing the Hot Air Balloon Festival next weekend we're going to sell hot air balloon cookies and things like that to try to promote things. We really like we do a couple of charity events throughout the year to kind of help boost like Arkansas Children's Hospital and things like that. We try to donate when we can. It's tough, we're still new in the small business world, so it's hard to do. I wish we could do more donations than what we can, but we really try to give back to Russellville because they've been so supportive of us.
So what's next for Lauren's Bakery?
I would love to have a second location, something in like Clarksville or something. We have also looked into possibly a food truck idea to allow us to go wherever our customers want us in the area, kind of spread our name in that sense rather than opening up a full location. But we'll see. For now, we're pretty happy here with what we're doing and just trying to move forward and save a little money up.
But Lauren can't do all of this alone.
My staff is incredible. They are the most hardworking bunch that I could ask for. They're always willing to go above and beyond. They're just, I don't know. I could not ask for a better staff right now.
I love working here. It's pretty much like working with friends. We get along really well. It's a good environment. It's very creative.
Lauren's a great boss. Everybody here is pretty laid back, and it's very stress-free.
Working with my boss, she's pretty awesome. She's very easy to work with. We're very forgiving. When we make a mistake, we don't get I mean, we just get helped.
I really like working with the customers, just seeing everybody happy coming in, giving them cake, cupcakes, basically any sweets that you want. We have it, and it's a great place to work. You know, a lot of people are happy when they come in.
There's a lot of people coming through. I get to know a lot of them. People come in every week on the same day. Getting to see them a lot, repeat customers with cakes and stuff. It's pretty awesome to work with them and then get to know them. And then they kind of develop a trust with us to where if they've gotten a few cakes with us before, then they kind of just, you know, do what you want, and then we just kind of go from there.
I just really like to invite everybody down. We invite all tech students. We do a 15% tech discount for everybody who has their ID. I'd love just to talk to you about desserts if you have any questions about anything. I'm a very open type person when it comes to my business. I'm willing to help out, share just about anything. But I really am proud of our product, and I really stand behind it. And so I really invite anybody to come try it and let me know what you think. I would never say I'm the best baker in the world. I don't really have any professional experience besides just a hometown bakery. So I'm always open for ideas or anything like that.
So whether you like the classic burger and fries, a taste of Asian cuisine, a bit of Mama's Southern cooking, sweet and smoky barbecue, or even freshly baked sweets, Russellville is guaranteed to have something to curb your craving. We live in a fast-paced world where it's easy to get food on the go. But next time, how about you stop, take a seat, and enjoy the big taste of this small town.